Pari kanina na 5 beses na tumaas yung floor price natin. Can you explain ano yung nangyari? Tsaka so far, kung i-compare mo siya dun sa unang price nito sa first auction, medyo mas malapit ba ito?
Yes. Ang nangyari, ang na-observe nyo kanina is what you call clustering, no? So this happens when there are two bidders and the difference between their two bids is less than 10%. Kapag yun ang nangyari, the BOC will set a new floor price by increments of 3%, kaya pataas siya ng pataas. Tapos doon sa mga nag-qualify na bidders na to, they will have to convey their amenability kapag nag-confirm sila na tinatanggap nila yung new floor price, and then we add another 3% hanggang sa hindi na mag-confirm yung isang bidder, no? And that's what happened. Kaya if you notice, from 8 million, we increased up to 11 million na higit, no? So, yun ang tinatawag ng clustering.
So, satisfied kayo sa results?
Matter of perspective eh. Kasi parang ano, 'di ba? Ang nagiging trend is parang third time's a charm. Tuwing third auction, doon may mas ganado silang mag-bid, no? Siguro substantially reduced kasi yung price. So, siguro that's the trend that we'll have to study kung ano ang magiging movement natin moving forward. Do we go dun sa 3 auction threshold before we entertain direct offers? Kasi parang yun ang nagiging motivation ng bidders, no, na kapag third auction na, substantially reduced na yung price, nagpa-participate sila. Now, nakita nyo naman, binaba natin yung presyo ng Bentayga to 8 million, pero nag-increase naman by 3 million, no? So, parang it's a balancing act. Again, we'll consider that sa committee, sa auction committee.
So, yung first batch ng mga Diskaya cars all sold na, ano?
Yes, yung first batch also na, kasi the last time was the Rolls-Royce na sold for 29, and this time around yung Bentley Bentayga naman yung natitira na lang, no? So yung first batch all sold. Itong natitira na lang na ilang pang mga vehicles will be subjected, I suppose will be subjected to a third auction. Ayokong paunahan yung committee pero parang ganun ang nagiging trend eh, di ba? Even the bidders actually manifested na, attorney, one more auction magpa-participate ulit kami kasi we are anticipating na bababa pa yung presyo.
Pero sir, tama po na this is the last batch of Diskaya cars. Tama po?
Correct. This is the last batch of the Diskaya cars.
Bakit wala yung dalawang Bugatti sir na nandito last auction?
Yung dalawang Bugatti, the committee is strongly considering na yung direct offer, no? That has been the 4th or 5th time na sinubject to auction tapos walang nag-participate. Ayaw na natin siyang patagalin in the sense na yan, exposed sa elements, lalong bumababa ang presyo niya because of depreciation. So we are strongly considering direct offers na. Tomorrow, if you are interested, there is a negotiated sale. Ito yung direct offers tomorrow, but non-luxurious items, no? If you just want to be familiar with the process, you can observe tomorrow. We can open it to the media para makita ninyo kung paano naman yung direct offer as a medium of disposition.
Sir, may mga luxury cars na non-Diskaya. Saan po ito galing ng mga operations?
Prior operations pa, no? Even before we came here to the Bureau of Customs, may mga na-forfeit na silang mga vehicles. I think most of them are related sa Pogo. So, nang na-forfeit na, dinatna na namin ito. Again, masasubject na yan to future auctions.
Sir, paano po ito? Hindi sila nabenta sa auction today. Gagaya po ba ng Bugatti? Next auction, hindi na rin sila probably direct offers for these cars?
We will study that, no? Pareho naman silang available remedy, no? To be clear. Ang kagandahan lang kapag auction, meron kasing provision na nagbabantay na sinasabing pwede nyo lang isagad ng 20% ang depreciation to a maximum of 50% of the value. So we are protected. Yun ang advantage ng Bureau of Customs sa auction. Kapag direct offer, wala kasi kaming control as to the floor price. So yun lang yung pinaka-difference nilang dalawa. But basically, parang auction pa rin ang mangyayari. Kapag direct offer, we will open it to the public. They can submit their offers. Pataasan pa din. It's just a matter of what is the reasonable price that will be determined kapag auction. The floor price is dictated by law. Kapag direct sale, it's open to the public to dictate the floor price.
Sir, yung negotiated with you, will it also be publicized? Parang live stream din?
Yes. The instructions of the commissioner is to live stream everything, no? Of course, that's on our part. That's mandatory. I don't know if that would be media worthy for you to cover it, no? Hindi siya kasing exciting ng auction kasi ang mangyayari doon, yung mga sinabit na bids ay bubuksan at syempre i-evaluate siya ng komite, no? After that, ito naman ay i-endorse ng Bureau of Customs sa Department of Finance for their final approval. So it's not as exciting as an auction, but in the spirit of transparency, the instruction of the commissioner is lahat ito naka-livestream.
Sir, may specific ba na kapupuntahan yung mga proceeds from these songs?
Meron tayong meron tayong on a normal process, meron tayong forfeiture fund. Okay? The port that was responsible for the forfeiture and the auction is entitled to charge parang 10% as expenses, no? For the cleaning, for the maintenance, for the advertising, etc. Pero nagbigay ng instruction si Commissioner Ariel, for as long as it is flood control related, we will not charge that fee. Ibig sabihin, kapag flood control related yung na-auction, 100% of the proceeds will be remitted to the National Treasury.
Pero walang specific program, sir, na...
No, the BOC does not dictate any specific program. Lahat ng mga funds namin will be remitted to the Treasury.
Sir, may update na kayo, sir?
Natin na part 2 ng restitution na ginagawa natin. With all the auctions na ginawa natin, nasan na tayo sa process?
Well, as far as the BOC is concerned, yun nga, this is the last batch of the Diskaya cars, no? But having said that, I'll have to wear my ICI hat. Alam niyo naman yung progreso din natin doon. Marami pa silang na-identify na real properties, water vessels. And I was tasked to be the subcommittee chair for the asset recovery. So medyo malayo-layo pa tayo doon sa, in terms of recovery malayo-layo pa tayo doon sa universe of the assets that are being retrieved by the government. But as far as the DOC is concerned, tama yun, this is the last batch of the Diskaya cars.
Sir, nagme-meeting pa kayo ng asset recovery?
Sorry?
Ng asset recovery?
Yes, we had a meeting yesterday online. We are still populating yung inventory ng mga assets. What I can tell you is that yesterday there was a move for proper valuation ng mga real properties na nandun sa listahang ito. I can also say that the ICI came out with a parang order of battle. Parang this is a list of to be prioritized. No? So siguro they can come up with a formal announcement regarding the updates for that.
Sir, how about Zaldico,
Yeah.
Missouri cars? Kasi sa last update is maglalabas na ng order for feature. Tas may 15 days muna na makakuha ng comment. May any update po ba?
Let me check kung na-issue na yon. But to my understanding, that was supposed to be issued already, no?
Yes.
Yung seizure and detention. And then we also filed a motion sa court to transfer the vehicles dito na sa Bureau of Customs, no? Tatanggalin na natin siya sa parking facility ng ICI. Yun ang update natin. But to be strict about it again, these belong to registered companies that are being affiliated to Zaldico. Para lang clear tayo doon sa fact.
Sir, silly question. This is the first time na nagkaroon ng clustering, no? Since we started the auction where...
Parang hindi. During the first auction ng Diskaya cars, meron din nag-cluster. Pero hindi siya ganito ka nagpalitan sila, no? During the first auction, after nung clustering, nung nag-increase ng 3%, hindi na tinanggap nung kabilang, parang simplex yun eh. Yung isa sa mga G-Wagons, nagkaroon ng clustering. The first increase of 3% was accepted by Simplex, and then yung kasunod na increase ng 3% was no longer accepted by, if I'm not mistaken, Licentral din yung ano. So this is not the first time na nagkaroon ng clustering.
So another silly question. Because last
Sige lang.
kami, did you expect it at least for this specific vehicle? Yung na magkano na siya?
Somewhat yes, no? Kasi from the feedback from the bidders, sinasabi talaga nila, most of them were targeting the 8 million Bentayga kasi nga mababa na siya. So, whether or not we expected na abot ng plus 3 million, hindi. Hindi naman kami hindi namin in-expect. We were expecting na magkakaroon ng clustering but we did not expect na magiging plus 3 million from the floor price.
So last na lang, yung sa pag-vet natin ng mga sumasali na bidders, like how do we go about it? Kasi parang before, may mga nagko-comment na
di ba yung mga sakyan nila is kaya parang yung from contractor na bili lang din ng contractor na naman. Parang people were taking issue with that.
Well, not to defend anybody, no, but I think it's more of the perception of being a contractor nowadays. I'd like to think that being a contractor is not bad per se, no. So unless we are able to determine based on records that there is a criminal complaint filed, there is tax evasion, no, the BOC cannot consider any other commentaries. So as long as merong business permit, as long as mapapaliwanag ng kanilang financial statements, yung kanilang purchasing power, for as long as they submit yung kanilang SEC, we are constrained to accept them as bidders and qualify them as well. So for those that have comments, hindi naman din tumitigil yung aming monitoring eh, no? If for some reason there would be cases filed after the fact, ibig sabihin after the auction, let's say for example, merong tax evasion case, then those processes can still proceed. But for now, hindi natin pwedeng gawing basihan ang commentary to disqualify anybody. We have to stick on the documentary requirements. Kung they comply with that, then we are constrained to accept them as bidders.
Okay, thank
Sir,
you,
ano pala yung process ulit kung paano sir yung mga kotse na successfully na paid up? Makauwi na pa sir nila ngayon or does it have to go through a process?
Not yet. It will still go through a process because the papers will have to be endorsed to LTO kasi i-register na sila as the new registered owner. And of course, nag-commit ang LTO natin that for these vehicles, baka they will accept change of plate number, no? Para matanggal yung stigma nitong flood control. So, that will be a process that we'll have to go through. But in terms of payment, nakita niyo naman bakit tayo natagalan, we had to count the payment, no? So, fully paid na lahat ng bids nila. It's just a matter of the registration processes sa LTO.